14 teams eager to prove supremacy in the continued premiere of the Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup in the heart of Taguig basketball, the Enderun Titan Gym. Both teams eager to get on the board in the Blue Dragons debut, and UST coming up short against the Altas of Perpetual Help. Welcome to the Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup. We have a very heavyweight matchup for today between the UST Growling Tigers with a record of 0-1 and the Diliman College Blue Dragons with a clean record of 0-0. Migs Gonzalez here alongside Benny Benitez and Bianca Tagarda, later on our courtside reporter, and we'll be listening to her later on. Benny, great to be back with you. Good afternoon sa'yo.
Yeah, glad to see you here, Migs, in our Collegiate Cup broadcast. Magandang hapon po mga kaliga. It's another Collegiate Cup game day.
Yes, and it's another season of college basketball. Pero tignan muna natin who are our participating teams in the Collegiate Cup this season. We have Group Prime and Group Edge. Benny, walk us through here.
Yeah, when it comes to Group Prime, we have the CSB Blazers, we have the USC Growling Tigers, the Diliman Blue Dragons, of course, UP Fighting Maroons Team 1, JRU Heavy Bombers, and the Perpetual Altas. The LPU Hunters replaces the NEU, the LPU Pirates replaces the NEU Hunters in Group Prime. While on Group Edge, nandyan yung Adamson Soaring Falcons, kalaban din nila before, yung UP Fighting Maroons Team 2, nanalo sila doon.
Yep.
Also, Mapua Cardinals, the AYAC Generals, the NU Bulldogs, the St. Dominic Pikemen, and the Guangming Flying Dragons. We have 14 teams.
Yeah, various mother leagues from all of these teams coming from UAAP, UCAL, you name it. Pero tignan natin din yung tournament format. All of these teams battling it out, but how are they going to win the championship here, Benny?
Yeah, round robin per group. Pagkatapos magkakaroon, Migs, ng isang play-in for the 6th spot, and then a play-in within the group. 3-6 versus 4-5 will happen, and
Matindi
then
yan.
sino manalo doon, they will go into the quarters. 1-4-2-3, and then crossover semifinals tayo, or the final 4, and then we got the championship game.
I mean, every win really matters here in this kind of format, and everyone has an equal chance. Once again, our match at hand, the UST Growling Tigers between the Diliman College Blue Dragons. Tignan muna natin yung nakaraang laro nitong UST Growling Tigers. Diliman still have no previous game. UST, how did they fare against the Altas here?
They were outscored by the Perpetual Altas. The Altas came prepared. Talagang they shot the lights out. If you would notice, 14 of 37 from the 3-point area ang ginawa ng Altas, while ang Tigers, they went 7 of 25. Ang maganda sa nangyari dito is yung mga Tigers, they understand now yung competitiveness of the league, and I think they will come prepared at this point.
Oh, definitely. And looking at the specific pointers here for the Growling Tigers, what do they have to take up against this Blue Dragon squad na wala pang bahid dito sa Collegiate Cup natin? In this next slide, what are they gonna do against the Diliman College Blue Dragons here? What do they have to do?
Yeah, trust the system, grace under pressure, at saka yung defensive intensity. We're seeing here na si Moore Alaw at saka si Zane Mahmoud. In this game, wala si Zane Mahmoud, but they will rely heavily for that grace under pressure at saka defensive intensity kay Michael Mara. Players to watch out for, wala pa rin, pero I'm sure that in the next coming games, we will see Jeremy Robinson, Carl Manding, and Zane Mahmoud. But in this game, like I said, they will rely on Michael Mara.
Yeah, so definitely a lot of excitement behind this UST squad, no? And still with the record of 0-1, still very early in the season. Pero tumingin naman tayo sa kabilang banda here in the Diliman College Blue Dragons. The lineup on your screens right now, sino ba yung mga stellar names? Who should we be looking out for here, Benny?
Ang isa sa gusto natin makita yung mga wala na. So wala na here would be si Robbie Darang and si Axel Taporco. But let's look at Kalilong, Matthew Kalilong, and then also si Christian Paul Rios. But nandito pa rin, Solomon Cone, one of the best big mans outside of the UAAP. Great footwork, great height, maganda yung skill set ni Solomon Cone. So let's expect a lot from Solomon Cone.
And coming in from the UCAL, no, their mother league, anything that they want to take up here against UST and their keys to winning here?
Ang sabi nga ni Coach Renzi Bahar, he's looking at his young guns, so kailangan natin tignan yon. But lamang yung sinasabi natin sa keys to winning dito, capitalize on inside dominance of Solomon Cone. And then yung dictate the pace, kasi we know that si Diliman Blue Dragons, they keep the pace up. So tingnan natin kung mangyayari nga yan.
Yeah, definitely something to look forward for in this first game pa lang ng Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup natin. Pero ngayon, pakinggan naman natin ang ating courtside reporter na si Bianca Tagarda for some tales from the sidelines.
Mix and Benny mga kaliga. I'm here with both players of each team. Sa kanan ko nga ay si Ivan Calum of the UST Growling Tigers at sa kaliwa ko naman ay si Matthew Kalilong of the Diliman College Blue Dragons. Now, both of these teams are looking for their first win. Pero matanong ko lang kayo, ikaw muna Ivan, ano ang lamang nyo sa isa't isa?
Siyempre, we came from a loss. So, mindset na namin is babawi kami. Yung mga pinagawa ng coaches namin, gawin na namin tama. Tsaka, respeto lang namin kung sino yung kalaban namin. Hopefully, makuha namin yung panalo today.
Truly. Now, what about you naman, Matthew Kalilong? This is your first game and you're looking for your first win as well. So, what's going to be your mindset? And what's your lamang dito sa UST Growling Tigers?
Yung ano lang namin, yung ayun nga, first game namin to as sa Pinoyliga, yung talagang focus lang namin, depensa, at then yung puso na lang talaga sa paglalaro. Yun lang.
Thank you so much, both of these players. Now, ayan muna sa ngayon. Balik muna tayo kay Mix and Benny.
Bouncing back from the loss against the Altas versus making that very key first impression dito sa Diliman. A friendly prediction here, Benny. For me, I have the UCal Diliman College Blue Dragons here. You have Christian Rios, you have Solomon Cone. A very heavy infantry line here for Diliman. I believe they're gonna get the win here.
Okay, ako naman doon sa kabila. Sige, UST. Siguro bouncing back from a win. Yan yung baka mamaya yung motivation nila.
And only time will tell. We'll be turning it over to our game announcer to get the start of game number 1.
Good afternoon mga kaliga and welcome to the Enderun Gym here in Taguig City. This is the Season 4 2025 of the Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup. First game for today will feature the Diliman Colleges and UST Growling Tigers. We are live on the official Facebook and YouTube channel, Pinoyliga Cup. Let us now make way for the starting lineups, beginning with UST Growling Tigers. Starting at forward, number 7, Michael Mara. Also at forward, number 25, Giro Sevilla. Starting at center, number 34, Kumbay, Ayol Kumbay. One guard, number 8, Moore Alaw. Two guard, number 2, Ivan Kalum. The head coach for UST Growling Tigers is Alvin Gray. Now the starting 5 for Diliman Colleges. Starting at guard, number 18, Matthew Kalilong. The other guard, number 7, Christian Rios. Center, number 34, Khalid Mumbagna. Forward number 10, Carmel Espinosa. Also forward number 5, Leonard Maranya. The head coach for Diliman Colleges is Renzi Bahar. Our game officials for this ball game, Crew Chief Dennis Iscaros. Umpire 1, John Lasigas. Umpire 2, Real Vide Danyas.
Starting fives on your screens now. Alaw Kalum will be the starting guards for UST alongside Kumbay, Mara, and Sevilla. Diliman College Blue Dragons will be going with Kalilong, Rios, Mumbagna at the center, and Espinosa and Maranya as their 3 and 4 for game number 1 of the Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup today in this sunny afternoon in the Enderun Colleges in Taguig. And once again, we would not be possible without our valued partners, our official ticketing partner, Ticket to Me, official venue partner, Enderun Colleges, official outfitter, LGR, Pinoyliga.com, Amelie Hotel Manila, Buffalo Wings and Things, Eastern Communications, and you can catch our games via www.pusop.com, the Smart Sports FB page, and Pinoy Liga Cup's Facebook and YouTube channel. So, syempre, wala na talagang excuse para hindi makapanood ng laro ng Pinoy Liga, Ben.
That's a handful, Nix. But maganda dyan, meron tayong mga different touch points where our fans can watch the games, digital, online.
I mean, saan pa ba magkakaroon ng opportunity itong Diliman College, their mother league being UCAL, and itong UST UAAP. And that's what Pinoy Liga provides, no? The platform for both of these teams to gradually readjust into and incorporate into their mother leagues.
Great equalizer, that's what we can describe yung ginagawa natin so that everyone will have an opportunity to compete with everyone.
Definitely. And Kumbay getting that offensive rebound, but foul will be whistled against number 10, Carmel Espinosa of Diliman College.
Let's look at, of course, yung lineup ni Coach Renzi Bahar. He has two FSAs here, no? Si
Yep.
Khalid Mumbagna, and later on we'll see Solomon Cone. Like yung ginagawa rin ng ibang mga programs outside the UAAP, naglalagay sila ng maraming options sa FSA.
Yeah, I mean, two of these guys, we've seen them play in their previous tournaments, no? And they're really forces to be reckoned with for Diliman College, especially if they get their shooting going.
Yeah, like in the case of itong sa USC, they have number 34 as their FSA. Very long.
Yeah.
Very...
Etong si Kumbay, Ayol Kumbay for
very-
UST.
Talaga magiging shot, ano siya ano niya, de-deflect niya yung mga tira ng kalaban niya because mahaba.
And Callum will bring down the ball for UST, hounded by this Diliman defense. A bit too aggressive on the defense there. Reach and foul is whistled against Maranya.
Callum had a great performance yesterday, Mix. He had 15 points on 7 of 14 shooting. Which is a good start for someone at his position kasi yung guard position medyo heavy yan dun sa A group nila.
Yes.
Kortsky, si Kyle Paranada. So let's see kung saan magko-contribute si Callum.
Si Callum, yeah. Shot clock winding down below 10. Callum sees the gap in the defense, just can't capitalize as he'll sail to the line for two.
I like yung kanyang hesi on that play.
Got to freeze the defense there, just a fraction of a second. But just could not finish there as Parinas will check in. Early sub here for Coach Renzi.
You want to see who's gonna be stepping up for Coach Renzi Bahar when it comes to the guard lineup. Gaya ng sinabi natin kanina, Mix, there's no more Robbie Darang, there's no more Axel Taporco. These are the great guard products of the Diliman Blue Dragons program. So, talagang wala na. Who will come out next?
Callum perfect from the free throw line. 3-0 now for UST. Parinas being hounded here by number 25. That is Giro Sevilla.
I want to see yung mga second in line dito sa group ng UST.
Ng UST.
Makita natin Muralaw.
Moralo is here in the roster but has not checked in yet.
Yup, yung mga guards na potentially will contribute immediately.
The relentless Michael Mara, but picking up after himself was Kumbay after that miss by Mara.
Kumbay Ayol.
Yep.
Very long, 13 points on 4 of 6 shooting yesterday, Mix. So he's one of the bright spots para sa Growling Tigers yesterday. You could see the potential. Yung physical gifts ni Kumbay Ayol.
And Diliman finally gets on the board after that basket by Christian Rios. The pressure defense here of Diliman getting into UST skin here. Kumbay loses the ball, Kalilong retrieves it. Tries to go ahead to Espinosa.
Mix, in this case, para sa troops ni Coach Pido Harencio, I'm looking at him developing composure, chemistry within this second group right now. Kasi kakailanganin niya yan as he moves forward dito sa preseason.
And ito talaga yung test of fire, trial by fire ng mga Growling Tigers ni Pido, no?
Kaya yung mag-i-step in, gusto niya rin makita yan. Like, we're expecting a lot from this guy, number 7, Michael Mara, who came from, transferee from the College of St. Benilde.
Kalilong blocked by Kumbay, just bothering that rim. And kicking it out, mid-range shot will be good for Matthew Kalilong. Great two-man game there for Diliman.
Yeah. I was talking earlier to Coach Renzi Bahar about Matthew Kalilong. Nanggaling pala siya sa Baste, sa San Sebastian Golden Stags. At ang sabi sa akin ni Coach Renzi, kumbaga, bigyan natin ng opportunity yung bata. So, this is an experienced kid, si Matthew Kalilong. So, alam natin na meron tong ibubuga.
Yeah, and I mean, getting the starting nod from Coach Renzi here for Diliman, no? So definitely a lot to be proven by this kid as they're up against a UAAP giant in the UST Growling Tigers here as that is juggled out of bounds. Diliman will retrieve it.
Yeah, for the Diliman Flying Dragons, Migs, Blue Dragons, I mean. Meron kasi tayong isang dragon dito, si
Guangming.
Guangming din, ano?
Yeah.
So, Just going back, we need to see kung sino yung mag-step up na sa kanila. No? Um, like in this case, with Matthew Calilong from Bastet, there's also another person here, no? Si Christian Rios, na
Yes.
gusto natin makita. Coming from Olfu naman to.
Yeah, the two very heavily recruited guys in Christian Rios and Matthew Calilong. Pero napunta sa kanila sa blue and white in Diliman College. Shot clock ticking down to 10. Straight up three, right in your face by Parinas. 8-5 lead now for Diliman.
Maganda kasi sa nakikita natin from the programs outside the UAAP and the NCAA MIGs is that magagaling yung guards nila.
Yeah.
Because ang nangyayari is yung mga bigger guards, normally napupunta na yan dun sa bigger programs.
Yeah.
So ngayon ang nangyayari, yung mga next in line na mga maliliit na guards, doon mo makikita nagsashine more often than not. No? Like in the case of the New Era Hunters at the next Man Cup.
Kumbay at the line. Diliman bringing their very own drum line here sa Enderun College to give some support to their home team. Second throw here for Kumbay.
That's what you wanna see, ano? Kahit na pre-season, mix yung excitement, yung support ng community, of course, ng Blue Dragons. Former Senator Nicky Cocheteng is the president of the Diliman Colleges. So, full support. As per, sabi nga ni Coach Renzi Bar, si Senator Nicky Cocheteng fully supports this team that they have.
And an FSA switch here for Diliman. Solomon Cone checks in now for Khalid Bumbagna. Definitely a bulkier FSA than Bumbagna, pero iba din yung dating ni Khalid.
Yes.
Espinosa gets it down, bully ball, but foul is called before he got into the shot.
Let's talk about Solomon Cone briefly. Highly experienced FSA.
Oh,
Nakita
yeah.
natin in this, as we take a look at this three-point shoot of the game from, of course, Parinas of the Diliman Blue Dragons.
And pakinggan muna natin ang ating courtside reporter, si Bianca Tagarda, for some tales from the sidelines.
Mga kaliga, if you're curious about the Diliman College Blue Dragons basketball, sabi nga ni Coach Renzi Bahar, it's all about working hard and playing hard. Marami na raw ang graduate players from their current roster, which is why the team is still in a state of adjusting. But Coach Renzi states that he wants to relive the back-to-back championships that they had in 2018 to 2019. Kaya naman talagang kayod. Kung kayod sila this off-season, especially if most of their players are homegrown na talagang makakatulong din in building their winning spirit and pride. Mix and Benny?
Thank you, Bianca. And I think saktong-sakto nga yun sa point na ginagawa mo, Benny, as Moralo lands that three from 4-point land. But to Diliman's point, no, they are in this building stage that they want to get back that winning legacy of the Blue Dragons. But how are they going to get there?
Well, step by step, like in their last tournament in the UCAL, they went to the Final Four, nakuha nila yung third place spot, kumbaga yung third place sa UCAL, winning over the ICC Blue Hawks. But that's still progress kasi
Yes, absolutely.
nakita mo, wala na nga si Robbie Darang this year, and they had, wala rin ngayon sa kanila si Kent Lakibla. Who in that game makes, he's a UCAL Mythical 5. During that game, for the battle for third spot is nag 20 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists si Kent Lakibla. So, you understand talaga na marami yung makukuha dun sa mga nawala. So, who's now gonna step up? Yun ang gusto natin makita for the coach Renzi Bahar-led team na Blue Dragons.
Well, you have Matthew Calilong, you have Christian Rios, you have Maranya, you have Parinas. A very guard-rich lineup here for Diliman as a quick pull-up jumper knocked down by Carl Manding. UST now up by 1, 11 to 10. Hand off to Maranya. Trying to get that inside gap here against UST. High pick set by Cone. Shot clock reads 3 now. Slow step but rejected on top by Joaquim Laure. And that was Bryle Teng on that last pull-up jumper by UST.
It would be interesting to know if he's related to the Tangs, to Alvin Teng,
Jeron,
to
Jeric.
Teng, Jeric Teng.
Are they?
We'll check from our very
Tingnan natin
own
mamaya.
Bianca Tagarda, who's also from UST. para makuha natin kung ito ba si Brian Teng is part of that very distinguished basketball family mix, ano? Yung the Tengs.
I mean, Jeron from Lasal, Jeric from UST, saktong-sakto. Dito na nga naglalaro ngayon yung UST. And now Mer Alaw at the line, 6 to first.
Yeah, we expect a lot from More Alaw moving forward kasi ano na siya eh, ano? Ang dami niya na rin napuntahan from his San Beda Red Cubs days. Pumunta siya sa Lasal. And then there were certain transfers that he did, FEU, UE. But I'm hoping na itong UST stop niya would be a permanent one at saka ma-develop
sana.
yung laro niya. Kasi he has the size and he has the skills for a 1 or a 2 guard. Sayang eh, pag hindi talaga na-develop ng gusto.
Yeah, a very well-traveled guard here, no? Itong si Mer Alaw as Kalilong is fouled by Joaquim Laure again on that inside space. Penalty na ngayon ng UST.
Matthew Kalilong, he has the size for a 1. Maganda. Yung slide niya to 2, at least nakikita natin yung skill set niya. He has the capability to slide 1 and 2.
Second shot not good here for Diliman, but scouring for that loose ball as they get another possession. Cross court, Alaw intercepts it. Here come the Tigers.
They have to be very careful of those skip passes, Migs, ano, dahil talaga mahahaba rin yung kalaban nila.
And Joaquim Laure, no problem on that miss by Alaw as he cleans it up with ease.
Of course, Joaquim Laure from that family of sportsmen, ano, and sports
Anak ni Eddie Laure to.
Oh, si anak ni Eddie Laure's siblings to the Laure sisters in volleyball.
Si Eddie Laure, yan yung the dominator yata eh.
Ay,
Sa
mo.
PBA, if I'm not mistaken, no?
He's one of the best yung utility forwards during his time in Adamson during the 90s, and yung kanyang early stages ng kanyang career from the late 90s all the way to the early 2000s. Nag-Batangas Blades yan. So familiar dyan si Coach Renzi Bahar at saka si Coach Ralph Rivera from the San Beda Red Lions stable. Kasi kakampi niya yan. Even ang coach nila during that time was Coach Nash Racela.
Wow. Grabe talaga yung connection nilang lahat. I mean, head coach kaya ng Diliman to si Coach Renzi as another 3 knocked down by Mer Alaw after his 4-point performance last time against the Altas. Definitely wanting to redeem himself against Diliman today.
Yeah, you could see it. He really wants it at nung global invitationals natin, Mix. Nakita rin natin naman na yung willingness niya to contribute immediately.
Football pass by Laure. 3-man game down the line as that is not finished by Alwin Arboleda. Go-ahead pass by Joaquim Laure was picture perfect. Just could not finish on the inside, but they'll go to the free throw line for 2.
Yeah, Joaquim Laure can be a project on the part of the UST Growling Tigers. Siguro 20 years ago, there was this player, his name is Paulo Pe. Ganyan din yung frame niya, no? Kasi laki ni Laure. But he's one of the system players na napakinabangan ng husto ni Coach Pido Harencio during his time in the Growling Tigers. Kasi he's a system big. Galing si Paulo Pe came from the Ateneo High School program.
I mean, Joaquim Laure trying to defend Cone down that downhill attack, but no choice but to foul. Full head of steam itong si Solomon. And penalty na ngayon, both teams, as Cone will be going back to the free throw line.
Solomon Cone, great footwork. Isa sa mga nakita ko talaga during my, when I was reviewing for the game, nakita ko some of his clips, yung early seal niya, yung kanyang footwork pag nakukuha niya ng bola inside. It's one of the things na gusto mo talaga for a big man, for an FSA big man, si Solomon Cone.
And that's something that's quite rare here in the collegiate, no? Na talagang solid post-up big. We're used to seeing the likes of Kenneth Awumba. I mean, TJ Adams is actually a very decent post big for New Era, pero itong si Solomon Cone will give a lot of problems to a lot of teams here in the Collegiate Cup.
Yeah. Makita mo rin yung ibang mga teams na nga nag-adjust, like in the case of the St. Dominic Pikemen, they already recruited an FSA because they're committed to participating in the Pinoyliga Cup tournament.
I'm excited to see that. As Cone bumps off his route. Itong si Alvin Arboleda just floors him on that defensive sequence.
Yeah, see St. Dominic, they introduced their FSA yesterday, si Zeze.
Hindi ko pa nakikita yon.
And their win against the Guangming Flying Dragons. And a close win, 1 point.
Arboleda makes it.
1 point or 3 points, I'm not sure. So at least
Parang 86-83.
Ayun,
3-point win for St. Dominic.
Stand corrected, mga kaliga.
No make on that second one. A little floater, but sorry miss there for Arboleda. Tapped out by Lawrence Banco.
Arboleda is, I would assume, is the son of Winnie,
no?
Of Coach Winnie.
Medyo same build din sila.
Yes, kaya nga
I just didn't want to say it at first because I wasn't 100% sure, but it could be.
Yes, and if I'm not mistaken, this Arboleda kid came from the LaSalle system, Sobel.
Oh wow, okay.
From the high school program of Sobel.
Oh, so definitely Alvin Arboleda. And Cone almost erases that shot by Teng. But foul will be called instead. Oh, no foul rather. Just a turnover here. Diliman retrieves it.
Nagiging intimidator, nagiging shot intimidator si Solomon Cone. That's what you want from your FSA.
Oh, and great pass to the inside. Cone cleans it up again. Rebound after rebound. USD has to do a better job of boxing out itong si Solomon. And it's gonna be a pretty big challenge for them since they don't have a one-on-one matchup with him. And 3-point foul against UST as they got number 25 in the air, itong si Tyrone Barcena in the 3-point motion. Let's take a look at this replay. This backdoor play, hindi lang na-convert ng Diliman dun, but Cone was there to clean it up.
Ay, importante yun, no? Yung weak side rebounder or yung weak side cleanup na ginawa ni Solomon Cone. Very critical. Yung hahabulin mo pa kung ano yung nangyari sa bola.
Alaw now, scheduled for his second shot. One of the journeymen in the league, more Alaw.
I remember last year he was playing for UE. He had some great games on the Collegiate Cup for UE.
Mamaya, speaking of UE, may mga kasama tayong Red Warrior later on.
Oh, yes.
In our second game, si John Abate. Mamaya, abangan natin yan for the finals of the Pinoyliga Next Man Cup between the EAC Generals and the Blazers from CSB.
Oh yes, it's gonna be a very exciting finals game between two of the best programs of the NCAA. One knocking at the door of the final, for one was a finalist last year.
Alaw, cross-court pass to the inside. Great passing there by the Growling Tigers. Banco on the receiving end of a pretty assist.
That's what you want to see, yung build-up ng chemistry nila.
Maranya just crossing over Alaw and leaving him in the dust, but just could not finish that floater.
Yeah, you want to see this, mga point guards or yung mga guards, I mean, ng Blue Dragons. They're really pushing it hard. You want to see yung same DNA ng coach nila kasi when Coach Renzi was playing, it's the same.
Yeah.
Talaga siya, push it.
Pedal to the metal kasi siya lagi eh.
Oo.
And you see it in their, I mean, to your point nga, Benny, you have Maranya, you have Rios, you have itong sina Kalilong, na talagang pag naglaro, every possession feels like the last.
Yeah, yung next quarter, sasabihin ko sa'yo kung bakit kilala ko to si Coach Renzi Bahar, para for the context of everyone.
May pa-trailer kwento pa tayo, no? Mamaya. A shot clock ticking down, Alaw to beat the clock. 24-20 is the score ending the first quarter. UST takes on a 4-point cushion against the debuting Diliman College Blue Dragons. You can catch our games on www.pusop.com, the Smart Sports FB page, and Pinoyliga Cup's Facebook and YouTube channel. Our official venue partner in Enderun, official ticketing partner Ticket to Me, our official outfitter LGR, Amelie Hotel Manila, Buffalo Wings and Things, and Eastern Communications. We'll be right back for the second quarter. Stay tuned.
Enjoy high-speed internet with one of Smart's best ever promos. Whether you need big data on a budget or worry-free unli internet, get these Smart Wi-Fi promos today.
The first quarter is in the books. It's time for the second quarter for game number 1 today of the Collegiate Cup ng Pinoyliga between the Diliman College Blue Dragons and the UST Growling Tigers. Apat ang kalamangan ng mga nakadilaw dito as we go to the next 10 minutes of this ball game.
Gusto mo na ba malaman kung bakit, Mix?
Sige, pwede na. Second quarter na eh. Pwede na.
Kasi si Coach Renzi Bahar is one batch higher sa akin nung high school. So he's batch 93 in San Beda High School. Ako naman batch 94. Kaya ako big fan ako ni Coach Ralph Rivera,
of Olfu.
Of Olfu, and si Coach Renzi Bahar. Kasi sila yung backcourt mate ng champion team namin.
Ng San Beda.
Ng 1993 and 1994. 1992, 93, and 94.
I mean, it really goes back to history, no?
Yes.
I mean,
kaya nga kung makikita mo, itong mga coaches ngayon are really the stars of the past from the 90s and the 2000s. So, kaya kilala ko yan until yung journey nila na maging Red Lions na sila under Coach Dong Berhere, and then yung kanilang journey rin as national team players. If you know,
sa RP team sila.
Sa RP team, kasama nila si Coach Oliver Bunyi.
Of LaSalle naman.
Of the De La Salle Green Archers, yung first assistants ni Coach Topex Robinson. Kaya yung mga coaches ngayon are the stars of the past. Ako naman, fan ako ng mga panahon na yun.
Ako na, past lang talaga ako. Past mapagod,
pero
past magsalita.
Batiin ko lang yung coach ko nung high school sa football, si Coach Aris Caslip, na nakita ko nanonood ng stream.
Coach Aris, good afternoon.
Magandang hapon sa'yo. Salamat sa panonood.
Scouring for that loose ball, could not save it. But UST will stay, Diliman will stay with the possession. Another new face here for the Blue Dragons, Remo Daro. Ang papasok muna dito para kay Leonard Maranya. Shot clock reads 14. Double seal there for Cone inside. Barcena wide open. And off to the races is Alejandro Melesio. Also a rich bloodline of basketball, itong sina Melesio.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody probably knows si Aljun Melesio of LaSalle. But they also have, I think, 2 more brothers in other basketball programs.
Yeah. Ang maganda kasi yung successes ng mga kanilang mga kuya, it becomes a starting point for the siblings also. Like in this case, Melesio, Laure, dami. So, talagang gusto mo makita rin na mag-shine din yung mga batang to.
UST doing their absolute best trying to stop Cone down under. And that is the perfect opportunity here for Diliman to get their shooters involved in their play. Si Cone, he's attracting 2-3 defenders at a time. Inaakap na siya, kinikage na siya. But still, just disciplined on that seal. Speaking of the shooters, right on cue, Christian Rios.
Yeah, they need that. Yung Blue Dragons need for the long game to be on point para ma-free up, of course, si Solomon Cone. So they keep the UST defense honest.
Yeah, but the reason this game is still very close is that Diliman College's defense still leaves a lot to be desired here as Cone could not secure that defensive board. Fast break on the way. Remo Daro just loses it.
Ito yata yung sinasabi rin ni Coach Renzi Bahar na yung mga young guns niya, gusto niya makita kung paano mag-click o magkaroon ng chemistry.
And high off the glass against 2 Blue Dragons. Excellent play there by number 29. That's Jiro Mega.
Let's talk about briefly, Mix, kung sino-sino ba yung part ng lineup na to for UST also. Koji Benaflor, nandyan din si Carl Manding,
Charles Buxit as well.
So we expect na yung mga recruits ni Coach Pido Harencio from his high school program, makikita rin natin dito.
Yeah, so I mean, the ceiling on this UST team is absolutely insane. And let's check if that 3-pointer was counted.
And kanino yung foul?
Yeah, and na-floor kasi dito si number 77 from UST. Referees will definitely review that. Let's take a look at this replay. Rios lands that corner 3, but down here in the paint, di lang nakita ng cameraman natin, but Cone floored one of the Tigers. And the 3 is counted by Christian Rios. It's UST ball. And the game is now tied at 28. Diliman can't afford to trade baskets, and UST has to find a permanent solution to that man in the middle. It's either Mumbagna or itong si Kone. In the middle, high off the glass again, Mumbagna cleans it up.
Ayan, yung clean up ng mga FSAs ni Coach Renzi Bahar is very impressive so far.
Kalilong hounded by Melesio. Getting that pick at the top of the key. 1-on-1 3. And that's the box out from UST they need. Ahead of the pack. Sinabayan pa ni Ira Manyas. Pero hindi lang natapos yung play doon.
Maganda mix, ano? Iniikot talaga ng UST coaching staff ngayon yung kanilang players. Yan naman yung gusto natin makita kasi that's the effort of preseason tournaments. You wanna see who's gonna be developing, sino yung develop na, sino yung kailangan pa ng further guidance.
Second free throw now. Both drained. Diliman still bothered by this UST press. But gets it across is Matthew Kalilong. Mumbagna is absolutely begging for it underneath, but foul will be called here.
Pag tinignan mo si Mumbagna, no, Migs, talagang parang wala ring let down from taking out Solomon Kone because they have the same build, the same frame.
It's like a second Kone, or well, Kone is also a second Mumbagna. Kumbaga,
interchangeable silang dalawa. Kaya it's a very big advantage on the part of the Blue Dragons. They just need to maximize it. And one of the things that they need to do para slowly mapunta doon, yung kanilang outside shot nga, like I said earlier, it needs to click.
Inside, swinging the ball there. Outside to Bahal. But could not complete the play with UST as they still sit on this 4-point lead with 6 remaining.
Yeah, let's talk for briefly mix nung game kahapon against the Perps Altas.
Against the Altas, yeah.
98-76. So talagang babawi dito ang UST. They were out-rebounded there 48.
Yeah.
43 I mean to 31.
43
so,
to 31.
Yan yung one of the adjustments. And kanina dun sa pre-game sinabi natin they were outshot by the Altas. So these are major adjustments already on the part of the Growling Tigers kasi iba na rin yung nakikita natin sa kanila ngayon. It's completely different from yesterday.
And Mumbagna just powering his way through in the paint. But he will be met at the free throw line. Penalty na ngayon ulit ang UST. Platoon swap for the Growling Tigers as 4 take a seat and 4 are replaced.
Group substitution, battalion substitution on the part of UST.
Espinosa and Rios, papasok naman for Diliman. Lalabas itong si Remudaro and si Barcena. Mumbagna misses his first charity shot. Still one more to go. Pakinggan muna natin ang ating courtside reporter si Bianca Tagarda for more stories from the sidelines. Bianca?
It's surprising to see that Michael Mara used this silver lining yesterday ay kakapasok lang on court today. But let's see what the coaches will be working on this magic. According to Michael, he was a former Benil Blazer who transferred to UST June last year. Mas fundamental nga raw ang laro sa UAAP, but if there's one thing he learned from serving residency while the team's bronze run in the UAAP, ayun ay ang mindset na kailangan nilang manalo. At kung hindi raw papalarin, ay at least they get something from their loss and they can apply it from yesterday's heartbreaking loss. Now, Mix and Benny, what do you get from a loss?
Thank you, Bianca. And the relentless Michael Mara is back in the game. Pero ano nga ba yung nakukuha sa isang pagkatalo, Benny?
Yeah, motivation to get back. Definitely, if you're a UAAP team, there's a certain sense of pride pag natatalo ka ng isang NCAA school without an FSA or a school outside the UAAP or the NCAA. So it's something that's in your mind. So baka maging rent-free yan pag hindi ka nakapanalo ulit.
Yeah. UST looking in prime position to capture their first win here, but still a lot of time to be played. But in terms of the manner and the play style that they have, the energy that they have against this Diliman squad, they are in a very good position to secure this dub.
Oh yeah, but we can never discount how Diliman Colleges
Oh,
can
yes.
take this further. Like last year, ang dami rin nila mga great wins sa Diliman Blue Dragons.
Teng, pull-up jumper, that's good for 2. And timeout will be called by Diliman as UST goes up 37-31. Coach Renzi and his team will be talking it over for the remaining 5 minutes of the second quarter. We'll be right back with more Pinoy Liga action.
Enjoy high-speed internet with one of Smart's best ever promos. Whether you need big data on a budget or worry-free unli internet, get these Smart Wi-Fi promos today.
At nagbabalik muli tayo sa pagpapatuloy ng UST Growling Tigers and the Diliman College Blue Dragons for our Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup game for today. Later on, don't forget to catch the finals of the Pinoyliga Next Man Cup between the EAC Generals and the CSB Blazers for all the marbles. And we'll finally be crowning the champions of this year's Next Man Cup.
Exciting yon, Mig. Si EAC Generals with an upset win over the stacked De La Salle Archers.
In a very close game at that.
Yes, at ang ang Benil Blazers, they held serve, so to speak, kasi tinalo nila handily yung kanilang competition against the NEU Hunters.
Yeah, they made quick work of their bracket, pero pag-usapan muna natin ulit yung laro natin for today. UST just throwing that ball to no man's land.
I liked yung report kanina ni Bianca. She talked about Michael Mara. Well, Michael Mara came from the San Beda CSB, but before that, San Beda Red Cup system. Ito si Michael Mara. We've seen him before. Yung sa first season ng Next Man Cup when we were still playing at the Activate Hoop Center. He's one of the players of Coach Paulo Lai for the Benil Blades, including sila Kahukom,
Si Andre Cahokom.
sila Sumabat, so yung mga players na I'm sure they're the pieces now na sila Coach Charles Chu napapakinabangan na. Yan, kasama ni Michael Mara.
Shot clock's at 14. Multiple seals underneath, but Diliman stays on top. Parinas gets that pick from Kone. Excellent defense by UST. Espinosa. Kone on the inside. Collects and converts. And a little extracurricular action, but still, game continues. Calum gets the pick from Mara. All the way. Three-pointer. That is good para kay Giro Sevilla.
Ito na, nakikita na natin, yung 3 points ng Growling Tigers, it's clicking.
Here we go, one dribble, one shot. No good for Barcena, but definitely a clean look for Diliman. Calum bothered by Parinas. Similar play here without the pick. Throws it up against Mumbagna and finds the bottom of the bucket.
May konting halong rin talaga swerte at tapang.
Halong blessing na yun.
For you to really put it out there against an FSA.
Parinas, three-pointer still no good. Woes continue for Diliman. They are getting these quality shots but just could not convert them from three-point land.
Mumbagna needs to also seal it in the middle. Nakikita natin kasi yung mga tira na nakukuha ni Coach Renzi Bahar from his boys right now, puro sa labas. So tingnan natin how they will adjust.
Calum slow to set here with Lawrence Banco. Mumbagna on the outside. Banco challenging the defense. Mara from out of nowhere collects with a layup. Oh, and one of the Growling Tigers are on the floor now. I believe that is it's number 3. Sorry, that's Banco. That's Lawrence Banco, number 13. And our medics are there now to check out what happened. Holding on to his face area here. Let's take a look at this replay. Mumbagna just contesting that 3. Oh, and Mumbagna just nonchalantly brings down his elbow. I think he scratched that cheek area of Banco. Hopefully he's okay.
Take a look at it again, Migs.
And yun yung tres ni Banco. He tried to box out Mumbagna but di nata napansin ni Mumbagna na nag-change siya ng direction.
Looks to be unintentional.
Yeah.
Looks to be a motion, but of course we'll let our
Referees
decide on this.
It looks like they have reached a decision. Both 5s reported back to the floor here. And it looks like inbound to Diliman, and no call will be the result of that conferring.
Migs, siguro ibatiin ko lang our friends, of course, from Smart Sports and Puso Pilipinas. And like you mentioned kanina dun sa mga touch points natin on where to watch the games. We could be watched via pusop.com, one of the emerging digital platforms out there. So again, we'd like to thank our friends from Smart Sports for supporting us on it.
And that was your LGR rebound of the game by Michael Mara. That was the previous play. Coming out of nowhere, getting that rebound for UST.
Yeah, that's his specialty. He takes a lot of space sa ilalim, si Michael Mara.
No good there on that 3. UST cleans up. Calum. Trailing here is Kumbay. Against Mumbagna again, but now no luck.
That's just a foul that's truly unnecessary for
And that's a foul on Kumbay. The shot was done. Diliman was already on the way back, and they're also in the penalty. Does not help in preserving their lead here as they're just up by 11.
Makikita mo dito, Migs, yung mga ganong tendencies, yun yung gusto rin makita ng mga coaches. They wanna see the tendencies because they wanna see what they can adjust. So, yan, makikita natin dito. May mga ganon. So, I'm hoping that the coaching staff takes note of it, talks to Kumbay Ayol on it.
Mara with the handoff. Shot clock now reads 10. All the way to the basket, slicing through that gap, and finishes with the inside hand.
Calum is slowly becoming more like a Kyle Paranada in skates.
Medyo.
Talagang siya.
You can see the similarity between them two.
Kyle Paranada light.
Rios, handoff to the 3. They haven't made the 3 in a while.
They haven't been giving any looks inside. It's really outside for Coach Renzi Bahar's boys. So, tingnan natin kung paano sila mag-a-adjust dito.
And that's an easy travel call on Mara. Di na na-establish yung pivot niya, and then ginalaw niya, that's a travel.
So marami. So mga, in this day and age daw, there are certain internet communities na nakikita rin nila, hindi na daw yung travel. But
it depends, I think.
Depends
Yeah.
So, yung nuance nung galaw na yon, dun talaga yun na magde-determine dun sa call.
But the referee saw travel there. They had the best seat in the house.
Yes.
Game clock now down to 35 as he is bothered by Giro Sevilla. And foul will be called on Sevilla. Sorry, that's a foul on Michael Mara, rather. But since both teams in the penalty again, free throws here for Kalilong.
They need to start making these shots. These are the freebies that they need para medyo makalapit-lapit sila, Migs.
Kalilong does not still make those free throws, and for sure, ipapa 100 free throws yan ng, ng coaching staff pagkatapos ng laro nito against UST.
Makikita naman nila when they do their video film show.
Video film review, kumbaga,
Review
yeah.
sila, makikita naman nila to.
Mara takes it outside. Defense a bit late. And Rios ends up fouling him in on the drive.
That's a smart move on the part of Michael Mara. He knows it's penalty. He knows that he has the advantage kasi he could do yung face-up na yan eh. Bigay mo siya sa mid-post, wag mo lang ilalayo papunta dun sa tres. It's his domain. Michael Mara can do face-up eh, kung pwede nakatalikod. Talagang ano siya, he's a big na very versatile.
Utility nga, just like his dad. Yeah. Oh, and the bank is open apparently.
Did he call
On
it?
Sunday? I don't think he did.
So,
He called the shot, but not the bank.
You wanna see also Eman Galman, the LSU transferee.
Yep.
Maganda yung backstory ni Eman Galman. So,
Pero hindi pa yata pinapasok, no? Oh, and
So,
makes both.
see what's gonna happen here.
Last shot here for Diliman, down 15. Full court press here for UST. They want to end on a high note. Kalilong. And there's the swipe by Teng, I believe. Yep, that's going to be a foul on Bryle Teng. So, free throws here for Matthew Kalilong. Matthew Kalilong, the recruit from San Sebastian, having their debut game here in the Collegiate Cup ng Pinoyliga.
That's not a good sign.
Woes
for
continue.
The woes continue for the Blue Dragons. 5 straight free throws.
Miss after miss here for Diliman, but finally gets one to go. UST can just relax here as long as they get to the cross court and set up for their final shot. Callum gets the pick from Kombay. All the way to the basket, too high, and Mara could not finish. And that's going to be the end of the first half. 48-34 as UST takes on a 14-point lead. You can continue to catch our games at www.pusop.com, the Smart Sports FB page, and the Facebook and YouTube channel of the Pinoyliga Cup, our official venue partner in Enderun College, the official ticketing partner, Ticket to Me, our official outfitter LGR, Pinoyliga.com, Amelie Hotel Manila, Buffalo Wings and Things, and Eastern Communications. Pinoyliga is a proud member of the Samahang Basketball ng Pilipinas. 14-point lead here for the Growling Tigers. We'll be right back for the second half.
Enjoy high-speed internet with one of Smart's best ever promos. Whether you need big data on a budget or worry-free unlimited internet, get these Smart Wi-Fi promos today. Enjoy high-speed internet with one of Smart's best ever promos. Whether you need big data on a budget or worry-free unlimited internet, get these Smart Wi-Fi promos today. Enjoy high-speed internet with one of Smart's best ever promos. Whether you need big data on a budget or worry-free Unli internet, get these smart Wi-Fi promos today. Enjoy high-speed internet with one of Smart's best ever promos. Whether you need big data on a budget or worry-free Unli internet, get these smart Wi-Fi promos today. Enjoy high-speed internet with one of Smart's best ever promos. Whether you need big data on a budget or worry-free Unli internet, get these smart Wi-Fi promos today. Enjoy high-speed internet with one of Smart's best ever promos. Whether you need big data on a budget or worry-free Unli internet, get these smart Wi-Fi promos today.
And now we are back, coming back from this first half break. 48-34 is our score. 14-point lead here for UST. Let's take a look at our halftime statistics. What unfolded there in the first half, Benny?
It's just UST dominating. They got more attempts. They got a lot of these rebounds, 20-18. And of course, in turnovers, malayo. 10 on the part of the Blue Dragons, 6 for the Growling Tigers.
Yeah, just UST outperforming them on all cylinders. Steng leading the way for UST with 8 points. Ala with 9 and Callum with 6. Rios in double digits with 15. And Kone and Kalilong with 4 apiece for the Blue Dragons of Diliman. Still a lot of basketball to be played. Just a 14-point lead here. What does Diliman have to do to effectively cut against this lead of the Growling Tigers?
Execution, I'm sure si Coach Renzi Bahar is not satisfied with how the Blue Dragons executed. I think they did a lot of reliance dun sa 3 points nila or sa long game nila without really executing kung anong pwede nila magawa inside. So, let's see. We need to see them execute sa mid-post. Let's see kung maibibigay nila dun sa mga seal ni Solomon Kone early. So, tingnan natin.
I mean, that's an effect that Diliman has. When Kone is there, he actively tries to seal more than Mumbag na. Pero mas nagkakaroon na ng active role yung mga gwardiya ng Diliman. Kapag nandyan naman si Khalid as a 3-pointer there for Diliman, cuts it down to 11.
And like in anything in life and in basketball, the first thing that you need to do pag wala nangyayari is to create activity.
Yeah.
So, they need to create a lot of activity.
As Michael Mara just slashes the defense there to extend it back to 13. Oh, great hesitation move. Immediately just leaving.
Well, that's what you want to see. Yung
Combined with dust.
Yung mga talents outside the UAAP in the NCAA, my good friend, itong si Coach Ian Rosella, meron din siyang isang talent na nag-transfer na rin eventually. Si Laconsay, very athletic na mga wing, mga 2-3. Yan, yung mga ganito, katulad na rin siya ni Matthew Kalilong, yung mga nakikita mo. And then yung mga talents from your era, very athletic smalls. Yeah, yan exciting for college basketball. Nakakakita tayo ng ganyan.
Wild shot there for Kalilong. Not sure why he was forced there. But UST now with a fresh reset. Tries to look for the handoff. Arboleda. Back to Alo. Left wing. Just short.
Nga pala, Mix, batiin din natin, of course, si Coach Winnie Arboleda na nanonood sa kanyang anak ngayon.
Coach Winnie, good afternoon.
Of course, good friend ko, si Chig Manalo, yung mag-best friend yan dalawa. Chig, and Coach Winnie, magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. At maraming salamat sa pagsuporta sa ating liga.
Yeah, and your son's doing well.
Oh, yes.
So far, he is.
So tama ang ating hinala that
he is the son of Coach Winnie. Pero Alaw, baka sabihin niya, nakakalimutan natin siya. 14-point lead now for UST. Diliman just trading baskets here. And it feels like that they're playing a bit more rushed than earlier in the first half. And Kone with a shove against Sebastian Jacob. That's going to be a clear offensive foul there against Solomon.
Solomon Kone is really out of his game right now.
Yep, there's the seal, and not sure if the defender was just too small, but when he got that pivot on the inside, just could not finish there.
And what you want to see with your big man pag nandun sa seal, hindi niya na ibababa yung kanyang kamay,
Pihit na lang tapos kukuha ka na.
May clear advantage na siya dyan.
Correct.
And I think it's a matter of getting the bigs of the Blue Dragons into the flow like this.
Oh, and Kalilong, great pass to the inside to Mumbagna. And that's the play that Diliman should be running a bit more often. Kasi hindi nila, kunwari si Kalilong, he had a one-man possession earlier, nag-drive siya to the basket, pero hindi nga lang niya natapos yun.
Yeah, kanina nga, no second quarter, we were talking about how yung long game ng Diliman Blue Dragons needs to click. Because the defense of UST in the perimeter needs to be honest para maka-operate yung mga FSAs ng Blue Dragons.
Correct.
So, in this case, tinitingnan naman nila, baliktad naman. They're going to the bigs naman at this point.
Now Callum gets that pick from Laure. Not fully utilized. All day to shoot for Joaquin. Makes the defense pay with a 3. That's what UST has done so well in the second quarter. First quarter, mas nakikita pa natin na nagkakaroon ng one-man game yung UST, but now utilizing their plays a lot more, playing their pace, and
Yeah.
effectively trusting their system.
Yes, and trust the system, very important because Coach Pido Arencio, he has a program malalim din talaga.
And Callum with a fast break punch. And a 5-0 run here for UST. Diliman parang nawalan na ng gasol. As we take a look at this instant replay, Laure thinking 3 and making 3. We'll be right back for the continuation of the third quarter.
Enjoy high-speed internet with one of Smart's best ever promos. Whether you need big data on a budget or worry-free Unli internet, get these Smart Wi-Fi promos today.
And Diliman will effectively talk things over as this lead is close to the point of being insurmountable. 58-39. Diliman behind by 19. Behind this UST offensive onslaught na parang wala pa rin silang solusyon. Seal after seal from the FSA, from Diliman. And the guards of Diliman parang mas naging passive na ngayon coming into the second half.
Well, if your shots aren't falling in, mix, yung kumpiyansa mo medyo bababa. Kaya medyo maka-cloud din yung judgment mo when that happens. So, yan yung mental aspect of basketball. Kasi pagka hindi pumapasok, how will you react?
Correct.
So, dito natin makikita character building kasi yan pagka merong kang malaking kalamangan na nakikita.
Parinas against Arboleda. Rios almost fumbling the ball. Oh, and that's a clear hold, but not sure if the referee saw that. As Mumbagna just rolled to the basket, pero mukhang kinapitan siya dun eh.
Mumbagna, he's not in a position of power pag nandun siya sa mid-post. I think yung kanyang skill set is geared pag nandun ka sa ilalim talaga.
Correct. Mumbagna carves space on the inside, effectively getting those 2 points for Diliman. Arboleda gets it from Kumbay but rejects the screen, blocked by Rios.
Kitang-kita natin
Free
yung
throws
daddy niya dito. Yung ano niyan yung build pa lang yan. It's parang...
Very daddy nga niya.
no arguments talaga ito anak nga ni Winnie ito. So,
and I mean, he also has that killer instinct just like his father.
oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pag nakakita lang ng konting gap, kala mo talagang sasaksakin niya talaga yan.
Balikat ng balikat pa lang
The Arboleda shoulders ba yan?
Arboleda shoulders. Coach, may laro tayo March 10. May 10. Coach
May 10.
Winnie. He's of course mga kaliga, si Coach Winnie Arboleda is the head coach of the San Beda alumni team. Ay, nga pala, batiin na rin natin yung team manager nila, si Michael Pagkalinawan. Paglinawan, of course.
Paglinawan.
Happy birthday sa'yo, Pags.
Oh, and happy birthday din sa'yo, yes. Arboleda again attacks the defense, but clean this time. Excellent swipe by Espinosa. Platoon swap now for UST with a fresh 5. And Diliman still staying with the original lineup.
The UST program, getting the work. I think this is what they want out of games like this.
Yeah.
Makita nila, makapaggawa sila ng substitution patterns, makita nila kung sino yung susunod. So yan, this game alone has a lot of impact to this current group of UST players.
It looks like that there will be a review here by the referees on this last play. They're here at the scorer's table trying to confirm that last one. Let's take a look at this replay. Arboleda attacks the defense of Espinosa. I think they were trying to check who the last touch was, but from that angle it looked like Espinosa. And that was a coach's challenge. Apparently, ball stays now with UST. Deng will check out this basketball. Kicks it to Jacob. Melesio quickly double teamed at the perimeter and nobody home for Jason Suba.
And that's what the things na ayaw din natin makita if you're the Diliman Blue Dragons. Yung mga incursions like that, mga easy.
And Parinas just bothered by Teng, and effectively getting that turnover was Bryle.
What you want to do is you don't want to make it easy for your opponent to
Yep.
get your baskets, to get a lot of these things put together. So mas mabuti sigurong pag-isipan muna ng Blue Dragons yung kanilang defense din.
Getting that pick from Suba. Thinking of his plan of attack was Bahal. Mid-range, no good. Mombagda gets it. And tiki-tak foul by Bryle Teng. Mukhang nadala siya dun sa turnover na nakos niya kanina. That's another foul for the team ng UST here. Rios trying to get it to Kalilong. Bothered by this press of UST. Quickly broken up. And UST comes up with it again. After successfully thwarting that offensive try here by Diliman. And they get another turnover. Diliman looking like they had the wind knocked out of them. Just passive energy here for the Blue Dragons.
You'll expect more energy as the tournament progresses kasi sa tawag nga dito nasusukat na ngayon ng Blue Dragons what the competition is.
It's a feel-out game here for Diliman, no? It's a feel-out game. Talagang nagulpi-digurat lang sila ng UST, pero ano ba yung sentiments natin from the sidelines? Pakinggan natin si Bianca Tagarda.
Migs, gaya nga ng sabi ni Benny, Matthew Kalilong from San Sebastian have already found his rightful place at Diliman Colleges 2 years ago. As for Matthew, the team has long been thirsty for trophies dahil nga they had no finals appearance in their mother league. But after a good run, their coaches told them na mas bigyan daw nila ng halaga this time ang depensa kesa sa opensa. And that was also what their coaches repeatedly says in the huddles in this match as they continue to struggle in guarding the offensive plays of UST. Now let's see kung may apply na ba nila ang kanilang natutunan for the next minutes. But Migs and Benny, what keeps the Blue Dragons from cutting out the score deficit?
Thank you, Bianca. Pero ngayon talagang lumobo na ng todo-todo itong kalamangan ng UST. They're trying to get it to their FSA inside but effectively being thwarted by the defensive scheme here by UST. Anything else they can explore here?
Sometimes it's about the intensity, mix, the fire, firing your belly. You could see it in your body language. At this point, Blue Dragons, they need to up it. They still have, 14 minutes of basketball. It's 20-point lead. Palagi natin sinasabi, anything can happen. But it starts with body language, with activity, with all of these things na hindi naman ang pag-uusapan eh. For you to convert to a 2-point shot, for you to convert at saka makapagkuha ka ng mga interceptions, it has to be starting with activity.
Correct. And yun yung nagkukulang talaga dito sa Diliman, no? We've seen their energy just being sucked out since the first half, but Espinosa with the exception with the end one.
Yeah, that's part of the activity, no? Hindi yung kumbaga hindi yung passive lang tayo. It could be a start. It's now an 18-point lead for 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go. If they bring this down to a manageable 10-12 by the end
Kaya
of
pa.
the third quarter, it's anybody's ball game.
With 3.5 in the third quarter, they have to come up with a key run here. Callum traps that ball from the football pass on the other end. Travel naman.
That's good recognition on the part of UST. Nakita nila agad yung leak out and hindi niya lang talaga nag-convert.
Kalilong gets it across against Arboleda. Espinosa trying to find Kone. Tries to carve out space himself. And the little 5-0 run here by Espinosa.
The Espinosa mini run is a breath of fresh air for the Blue Dragons.
Hopefully that's what sparks their run here. Laure, bullet pass to Callum. And that's another 3 for UST.
That's a backbreaker.
Sakit nun.
Kasi ano ka na eh.
Nakakuha ka na ng konting gas eh. Tapos biglang sinunog. Yun lang.
Again, 2 minutes 34 seconds to go. Ayan, tingnan natin. The seal. But quick to adjust naman ng UST on that part.
They're forcing Diliman into these contested perimeter shots. Espinosa tries his luck. UST tracks it down though. Espinosa with the steal.
Well, Mr. Activity, si Espinosa, I like that.
Oh, and
I
finger
like
roll
that.
down the middle.
That's he's the epitome of what they need to do. Just activity,
Yeah.
activity, activity.
They have to pick up the slack here, especially with Christian Rios and Kalilong on the floor. Conan looking for their setup and rejected on top by Solomon. Laure, top of the key three. Oh, foul is called by referee. That's an offensive foul against Laure.
That's what you want. The FSA should be doing that.
And another swap here for Coach Alvin Gray of UST. As this will be 2 free throws apparently.
Oh yeah, it's penalty
As-
on the part of the Growling Tigers already, Migs.
Penalty na sila. Solomon Cone now with 2 free throws here. With a very decent outing in this debut game, no, for Diliman College. We know what he can offer now. Kumbaga, I'd say that the closest player he has is like TJ Adams, kumbaga, no? He's like a TJ Adams here for Diliman. And Bumbagna is almost like him.
Yeah, TJ Adams, si Stephen Ihebe, yung ganung frame.
Pero si Ihebe, mas may shooting pa sa perimeter. Etong si Nakone, hindi pa nila napapakita, but it could be something in their bag. High off the glass, Callum.
That's what you want.
Kone, football pass down the other side.
God,
Excellent
that's a
placement.
very nice pass.
Rios using the glass, but just overshooting that perimeter shot.
I like the recognition of Solomon Coney on that.
Sakto yun.
On that play, hindi lang nag-convert.
And Kone, Arboleda now for 3. Nope. Teng gets it, gets the fake, up and not over. Good defense by Kone. Kalilong.
That's a very nice. That's nice recognition on Kalilong. They know it's penalty. 64 to
Atake lang ng atake.
Atakihin nyo lang.
And this can chip away at their lead, hopefully end the third quarter on a 10-point note.
Ayan, sinasabi natin.
Oh, but it's an offensive foul, apparently,
it is.
by Kalilong.
Okay. Stand correct. I thought it was a foul on the USC part.
Callum against Kone. Mismatch here. Kone can go to work. Oh, just lost with that spin move. Could have been a highlight there.
That nice try. At least nandun yung heart ng bata to bring it to the heart of the defense of the Blue Dragons.
Arinas now will slow it down. Oh, and offensive foul whistled against Solomon Kone. Just a bit too big, a bit too strong. And he's still in disbelief after that seal. He was already in prime position. Hindi lang niya natapos yun. Let's take a look at this replay. 2 Tigers there, nalagpasan niya na. Ayun, inakbayan. Akala niya tropa si Callum eh. Tinropa si Ivan Callum.
Although, it would have been better kung tinaas niya na lang yung kamay niya.
Callum to Teng. Back outside. Callum top of the key 3, no good. That's a good shot for
They have
Diliman.
numbers. They have numbers.
Oh, Rios can finish.
There's a foul.
Yep. Good recognition there by Alejandro Melesio. That could have been a highlight for Bumbagna. I was ready. I was ready to call that.
But you wanna see also, if you break down yung 3-on-2 nilang yun, you would have wanted to give the ball to the bigs up top instead of putting in a bounce pass there. Ano?
Could have been. Siguro kung medyo fancy, no, off the backboard pa, no?
Potentially.
Tapos alley-oop pa yun.
Ang turo kasi, pag big man, bigay mo sa taas. Pag maliit, bigay mo sa baba.
And could not finish there, but Espinosa with the O-Reb gets the glass. Rios with the cleanup. Clock still running. UST with the final goodbye here. Now just down to an 11-point lead.
You don't have to foul because they're in the penalty as well.
Bahal taking matters into his own hands, and that's going to be the end of the third quarter. What seemed like an insurmountable lead now, Diliman proving that gods do bleed. UST now just up by 11. Our official venue partner, Enderun. Official ticketing partner, Ticket to Me. Our official outfitter, LGR. Pinoyliga.com, Amelie Hotel Manila. Buffalo Wings and Things, and Eastern Communications. You can catch our games on www.pusop.com, the FB page of Smart Sports, and Pinoyliga Cup's Facebook and YouTube channel. Magbabalik tayo for the fourth quarter. Stay tuned.
Enjoy high-speed internet with one of Smart's best ever promos. Whether you need big data on a budget or worry-free unli internet, get these Smart Wi-Fi promos today.
Fun, fan, and fam with Amalie Hotel Manila. Our fans supporting their home teams in the Diliman College Blue Dragons or the UST Growling Tigers. And inaabangan din nila ang ating finals ng Next Man Cup between the Blazers and the Generals. Every quarter that passes brings us closer to the penultimate match of this season's Next Man Cup.
Yes, maganda dito. Two NCAA teams will slug it out for the right to be called the third season champions for the Next Man Cup. Well, Mix, very important kasi yung tournament ng Next Man Cup to the college basketball ecosystem. Me as Pinoyliga Cup founder, I really am particular on the Next Man Cup because this is the developmental tournament that sets the stage for the whole year. Kaya very important sa atin. Sino nga ba magcha-champion dyan sa Next Man Cup? Kasi send-off yan dito sa Collegiate Cup na nangyayari na ngayon.
I mean, it's between two heavyweights in EAC and CSB, no? Yes. Na EAC just coming as a surprise. They joined in the middle of the season and then they just found themselves in the finals now.
Kaya nga, importante. There you go.
Christian Rios for 3 and cuts down the lead to 8.
Don't be surprised if there's a fight in them, yung Diliman Blue Dragons. These are champion UCAL teams, ano?
Yeah.
Itong Diliman Blue Dragons, ito hindi papalag ito.
I mean, itong Diliman, no? They ended their last elimination season in the 7th place and they found themselves in the semifinals. They really slugged it out all the way from that elimination side and found themselves just a little bit shy of that crown in their mother league. But now they have the chance to prove themselves in the Pinoy Liga.
Espinosa is really giving us heart. Pinapakita niya sa atin na talagang, teka, hindi pwedeng mawala kami dito. But he's the type of energy guy that you want eh.
Yung energy na umaagos sa kanya, sobra-sobra pumunta sa buhok niya.
Yeah.
Talagang energetic din yung buhok niya. And three-pointer on the way now for Diliman. Back-to-back threes.
Back-to-back three-point shots.
Leonard Maranya naman. Kanina si Rios.
Let's see how the UST Growling Tigers will react with this onslaught na pinapakita ng Blue Dragons.
Laure, little hook shot, air ball. And Diliman now smells blood. Their best 5 arguably on the floor now. Mumbagna interchangeable with Cone, Kalilong, Espinosa, Rios, and Maranya. Just could not convert Espinosa.
Once again. Wow.
Getting that offensive board.
You could see traces of Joe Devance in him. Yung
medyo, no?
Yung ganong energy. The type of big that you always want. Yung Cliff Hodge type, the energy. But when it comes to offense, he will give it to you.
Parang si Aldrin Basabic ng New Era, di ba?
I like his contribution right now. Ang ganda.
Espinosa catches it in the corner. Wants to post up Banco. Quickly double.
Good choice.
Shot clock reads 5 here. Three-pointer on the way now. No. Mumbagna loses the ball, but tracked down by Maranya. Three-pointer again for Diliman. And now they find themselves within 3.
Wow, we have a ball game, Mix.
Ito na yung mga manok ko.
There's no doubt.
Yun nasa prediction natin kanina, nagkakatotoo. Laure, wow, no look pass to Banco. Alo. Could have been big. Oh, and what a rebound there by Giro Sevilla. Alaw gets the pick from Banco. Laure, fadeaway hook. Espinosa seals it.
You could see the hesitation on the part of the Tigers at this point. Medyo nawawala na yung opensa nila. They don't know where to go.
Espinosa, double pick with Bumbagna. Oh, and that's an offensive foul up against Khalid. Not set there just a bit. And Sevilla with an acting job.
Yung pagplant ng foot.
Ni Khalid, no? Di pa ganun kaset eh. Yep, goes through the first screen with Espinosa and then, yep, there's Bumbagna.
Plant ng foot tapos medyo bumaba siya yung lowering motion niya.
Pakinggan muna natin ang ating courtside reporter, si Bianca Tagarda, for our fourth quarter report.
Migs and Benny, did you know that UST's June Melesio, younger brother of Aljun Melesio in the PBA, is jam-packed in terms of his basketball ganaps this month? Fresh from a back-to-back basketball championship pa nga siya, as he was able to defend the College of Commerce in UST's Goodwill Games, at tukod pa dyan ay magpa-finals din ang UST Growling Tigers in the 3x3 kung saan he is also lined up. But for today, June chose to play here in Pinoyliga to help his other teammates. Migs and Benny, you gotta admire the passion that this player has for basketball.
I mean, most of these players talagang dugong basketball mga to eh.
Yes.
3x3, Goodwill game sa UST. Akala ko exempted mga varsity dun ah. Hindi pala. Pwede pala mandurog yung mga teammate dun, no?
Si Bianca, alam natin, okay, ang dami niyang alam about USC because of course, she will be competing in the Miss AB.
Oh,
this coming
I
Thursday.
see. Well, good luck to our courtside reporter.
Our courtside reporter, si Bianca Tagarda. Sa mga kaibigan po namin from UST, watch out for Miss Bianca Tagarda.
But I mean, going back to Melesio, no, he has shown a very good outing so far for UST. He can land those outside shots. He can distribute the ball very well from that guard position. And napapahirapan niya itong Diliman.
If Coach Renzi Bahar will look back into this game, tignan niya yung free throws niya.
Oh, yeah.
Because yung free throw kanina...
I-message mo nga. Alaw trying to extinguish the Diliman fire. But here comes the Dragon. Sky's up for the layup. Wow. No fear, no regard for human life. Wow. And that was Maranya. Within 4. Callum fakes the 3. Melesio swings to Alaw. Big corner triple.
Ganda nung swing nila doon, finding that open shooter.
And both teams mukhang mas nagfo-flow na yung offense nila here in the fourth quarter. Diliman finding that renewed energy. UST just keeping on doing what they're doing.
Yeah, a lot of thanks should be given to this guy, si Espinosa.
But big travel call there. Espinosa called for the travel. And that was Alaw's previous corner triple, putting them to within 7. UST has 6 minutes to defend their lead and Diliman to cut into this deficit. Alaw being guarded by Maranya, on top blocked by Bumbagna. Here comes Diliman. And on the other side, easy finish for Matthew Kalilong.
You could see it, nakikita mo sa mga mata nila, talagang early offense na agad yung tinignan nila doon.
Let's take a look at this instant replay shot. So nice, you gotta see it twice. Foul counted for the key recruit from San Sebastian.
Matthew Kalilong is gonna be taking the reins from
for
Axel
Taporco.
Taporco, who incidentally, Migs, is one of our mythical 5 from last year. Kasama niya si Kevin
Axel.
Kiambao.
Oh, wow.
Sila Kenneth Umba dun sa very esteemed mythical 5 natin from last season.
Mabibigat yung mga lineup natin, di ba?
Nandun din si Jacob Cortez.
Now they're back to within 4, trying to maximize this lead. Alaw trying to find Kumba in the middle. Callum trying to find Kumba. Floater just goes down the hatch.
This is the point where nagkakaroon na ng kumbaga hindi mahanap ni UST kung kanino sila pupunta. So I think there's a sense of organization na kailangan nilang gawin sa opensa nila.
Now with the abundance of options, Diliman ticking down to 7. Corner triple, that's worked earlier. Overshoots Rios. Maranya trying to intercept Alaw. Pull up three-pointer. Gutsy shot by Mur. 3-on-1 fast break. Skying high was Leonard Maranya. He has been the late game hero here for Diliman.
Wow. It's anybody's ball game at this
Calum, nobody near him. And lucky break here for UST. Gets the end one. The three-point way. The three-point play the old-fashioned way for Bangko. Wala nang bumantay dun kay Calum. Buti na nandun si Lawrence Bangko. Nobody boxing him out. And gets that easy putback.
That play, you like yung yung
Presence of mind, no?
presence of mind, but with more Alaw, yung willingness niya to shoot those shots. Kasi walang pumupuntahan. Pero kung sa kanya babagsak yung titira niya. Which is a good thing kasi there are certain players that might not stand out in college but could be serviceable pag akyat nila sa next level.
Correct.
Because you have to understand si Mur Alaw has the size.
Yes.
And the skill set for a 1 and a 2.
Yeah.
So yung conversion niya pag nag-next level siya, actually there's a big chance.
Saktong-sakto eh.
Oo, malaki
Yeah.
yung chance niya.
Rios being guarded by Bangko here. Almost a mismatch, but Espinosa just couldn't handle it. And UST takes it back. And what was once a 19-point lead in the first half whittled down to a 10-point lead, and now just within 4. And it's just the eliminations.
Oo, ito yung mga laro na gustong-gusto natin na papanood,
Yes.
Mix.
Alaw outside with Kalilong. Calum gets the pick from Kumbay. Melesio naman ang tatawag. Dalawa na yung bumax out kay Kumbay, but doesn't matter. Foul will be called. Third team foul here for Diliman.
Well, you need Kumbay because you need to match up with the FSA of Diliman Colleges. But syempre yung limitation ni Kumbay sa opensa is something that the coaching staff needs to adjust to. No? So, again, you have
Alaw.
to match up.
Straight away three-pointer. The confidence.
Kaya
Just
na siya.
pulling up from deep.
Unconscious.
Pero unconscious din yung percentage niya.
Sana
Sa
lang.
ngayon. No?
He has to make better percentages on that.
Let's take a break from the action. Timeout is called by Diliman. We'll be right back with the fourth quarter. And now for the continuation of the fourth quarter between Diliman and UST. Looking like a lopsided ball game earlier in the first half. But now Diliman within pinching distance of the Growling Tigers with a 4-point lead.
Yeah, anybody's ball game, 3:45.
Kayang-kaya pa.
Napakalayo nito. That's
Football
nice.
pass almost intercepted. Nag-agawan si Mumbagna and si Rios on the floor to get that loose ball.
Oh, it's a penalty already on the part of the Growling Tigers. So this is 2 shots for the Blue Dragons.
Yep. This is prime position now for Diliman to take advantage. But UST has to explore their best weapon right now to seal the win with 3.5 remaining.
Dito makikita mo they're not putting in Michael Mara to match up
No.
on the Blue Dragons at this point kasi hindi rin makaka-operate si Michael Mara dahil nga meron ng malalaki sa loob.
I mean, malaking bagay talaga for Diliman's comeback itong si Espinosa. I mean, he has been instrumental, itong si Carmel, to get those loose balls, getting those offensive rebounds, providing the second chance here for Diliman.
I mean,
But the free throws,
free throws.
yeah,
Pag nag-count tayo, dapat Diliman na to by 10. Eh.
by now, yeah. Kumbay gets it back to Calum. Alaw again. Left alone.
But he was thinking about it.
Pero napapa-hesitate na siya because of the misses. And Kumbay almost with the end one. Just a bit too strong on that shot. Rattles out. And he'll be taking 2 shots. Diliman 1 away from the penalty. On the floor now for UST, we have Kumbay, Calum, Sevilla, Melesio, and Alaw. Diliman sees Espinosa, Mumbagna, Rios, Kalilong, and Maranya. Arguably the best 5 for both sides.
Kumbay, if I see him, para si Bol.
Medyo. May hawig, no? May hawig eh.
Yung kanyang frame, yung haba niya. If he could just get at least half of the skill set of Bol. Nako, Diyos ko.
Both teams, and there we go. Kumbay with the chase down block. Calum does not see numbers. Reverses it a bit. Kumbay, power dribble. Bit too strong.
That's a challenge with someone like him kasi pansinin mo na babangga pa siya doon tapos na
Yes.
out of position pa siya.
And 3-pointer, big if it goes! Down the hatch for Leonard Maranya. Now just a 1. Oh, apparently it was whistled as a 2. Just still a 2-point game here. Just 1 possession regardless. Alaw, a little bump on Maranya. Tough fadeaway. Kumbay could not clean it up. Tapped out, referee's whistle. Diliman basketball.
The guys from Commonwealth, they're standing tall at this point. They're really showing everyone that programs outside the UAAP and the NCAA, they're not to be taken lightly.
Kalilong now working on Calum. 3-pointer, big if it goes. Matthew Kalilong! Cold-blooded 3. Takes the lead for the Blue Dragons. And these last 2 minutes are brought to you by Smart 5G. UST just watched a 19-point lead disappear. Calum still offline from 3. And Mumbagna and Kumbay around the floor.
They need to capitalize, although naka-recover naman ng ano.
Both teams in the penalty now though. Kalilong gets it inside. Rios, kick out. Corner 3 is good. Leonard Maranya. The ring looking like an ocean for Diliman.
Wow.
But UST is still in the game here. They've shown a lot of confidence down the stretch. Kumbay cannot sky for the rebound.
I'm just at shock right now because Diliman Colleges, they're just wow.
But UST has experience on their side here. Diliman just newly joining the Pinoyliga. I mean, in their debut game, naka-fill out game na yung UST. And Maranya with that 3-point shot play of the game brought to you by Smart 5G. Kalilong is on the floor now, just holding on to that nose area. Tinatry niya kasing one of the Growling Tigers tried to go for an interception. Natamaan niya yung mukha ni Kalilong.
Yes.
But wasn't intentional, clearly. But free throws regardless here now for Anferny Simons. I mean, itong si Ivan Calum.
Anferny Simons.
Si Anferny Simons, di ba? Big free throws here for Calum. Knocks down the first. And dito na yung importance talaga ng free throws. If you're gonna make some, you have to make them now. Ito na yung replay kanina na nangyari kay Kalilong. Ayun. When Calum tried to go for the steal, napahawak na kagad sa ilong. Cold-blooded threes by Calum.
Yeah, it was a swipe. Talagang medyo inadverted yung tamalan doon.
Oh, this is a surprise for Diliman. Taking a seat is Christian Rios.
They're looking for ball handlers at this point, Mix. Gusto
Okay.
nila makita kung sino yung mga serviceable dun sa part na yun.
Oh, and they're still here in the backcourt. They have to push quicker. Kalilong gets it across.
Ganda nung drag screen ni Espinosa dun sa part na yun.
Kalilong floating into the paint. No, that shot has not gone in for Diliman. talagang yung gumagana dito para sa Diliman is yung mga set shot nila eh. If they're shooting off those floaters, off those screens, dun yung mas mababa pa nga yung efficiency nila eh.
Yeah, and I think at this point, medyo they need to capitalize also on Espinosa. Maybe a mid-post play action could happen.
Oh, and Melesio with a big miss.
And dito na rin pumapasok yung banda, yung yung drum lines ni ni
Diliman. Eliminations pa lang, pero yung tambol pang finals na eh.
Oh.
Melesio splits it and still a one-possession ball game. Akala ko yung magiging close game na finals mamaya eh.
I'm happy to see.
I'm very happy to see
mga
this.
games like this, ano?
Yep. Now with the inbound is Diliman. Kalilong.
They need to understand that the USC is in the penalty.
Yep.
So
They
have to
can attack
capitalize
this.
that on that as well.
Will they look for the Mumbagna seal again? Oh, and throwing away that ball. And that's a turnover for Diliman. UST has a chance to put the icing on the cupcake here.
And the problem is if you bring the ball into the sidelines, dinadala mo into a corner, magiging prone ka talaga sa mga
Yeah.
ganun. So
Because another defender yung sideline na yan eh.
rule of thumb is pumunta ka sa gitna. Bring the ball into the center para magkaroon ka ng options.
Now Alaw here at the inbound. UST in prime position to get their first win here. Calum against Rios, subbing back in here. Melesio gets the pick from Kumbay. Straight away three-pointer, no good. Battle for the ball. It's loose. And it's Diliman basketball. Oh, and this is going to be a review here. No head coach's challenge, just a review.
You see what's gonna happen here is very interesting.
Pati ako, kinakabahan na eh.
Oo eh.
Kinakabahan na rin ako eh.
Yung palm sweating ako eh.
Let's take a look at this replay, no? Laure looked like the last touch. Oh, that looked like Kumbay. It's either Kumbay or Espinosa here. Oh, that's a tough call.
Yeah, that's a very tough call.
That's very close. But it looks like the referees have seen that angle before. Mukhang mabilis sila nakakakuha ng replay kagad. Let's take a look at this replay one more time from this viewer angle. Initial tip by Laure. Last tip was either by Kumbay of UST or Espinosa of Diliman. Oh, and the call was overturned.
Oh!
It's UST basketball.
I think yung sinabi ng referees kasi yung tama pumunta to the left eh. So pumunta yung bola to the left na potentially
So kay Espinosa talaga.
Kay Espinosa, I mean, nag-deflect. Wow.
UST down by one.
Stand up, Mix.
I'm fine right here. Sumasakit tuhod ko eh. Pero I'm fine.
Grabe.
Melesio. Laure. UST can go for the last shot, but that'd be risky. Calum. Ice in his veins. Hangin lang pala.
And that's just...
Airballs that three-pointer.
He had the shot.
But that was the best shot. They had a clean look on the right wing. Calum had all day to shoot. Set his feet. Let it fly.
It was a clean look. It was a clean look.
Yep, the defender was late. They had that swing. They had that extra swing from the corner. Pero still, running that shooter out of that three-point line, nataranta yata siguro si Calum. Rush that shot just a bit.
I'm very interested to see kung saan i-inbound ni Coach Renzi Baharto kasi he has the option for the long or for the short. So, tingnan natin how he will strategize this. At this point, si UST still has the option to take the foul, make it still a one-possession ball game. They make two, it's still 3 points. If they make one, it's just 2 points. They could still win the game. So, still is anybody's ball game to Mix.
UST should probably foul immediately. I mean, trying to get that ball back in their hands.
Yeah, and on the part of course, Coach Renzi Bahar, gusto niya dito yung serviceable sa free throw dahil alam niya, anticipate niya na dito na magpa-foul na ang UST Growling Tigers. So, he needs to make sure that he puts in the players na kakayaning at least makapunto sa free throw.
I mean, on the floor now, all the good ball handlers of Diliman on the floor. Rios, Maranya, Mombagna, Kalilong, and Parinas.
So he decided to inbound dito sa kanilang side of the ball game.
Ay, si Maranya rather, sorry. Here we go. The final 5 seconds here. Diliman up by 1. And there's the foul by UST.
It was designed para at least makuha talaga
Yep.
yung best free throw shooter nila.
Etong si Leonard Maranya. I mean, he has had the hot hand in the fourth quarter.
Yep.
Landing those 2 big 3-pointers in the corner, putting Diliman to just down by 4. And talagang kinalawang lang talaga yung offense ng UST.
Oh my
They
God,
had
ayan
pretty
na
good
siya.
looks.
There's the
But
free
here we
throw.
go again.
We got, of course, Mr. Doctor Strange, Mr.
Mamaya.
John Abate in the house already. Abangan po natin siya.
Maglalaro ba siya?
Ah,
Okay, UST now. They can still go for the last shot. Arboleda stops on a dime. Big if it goes! But Diliman College, the Blue Dragons, with a debut win against the UAAP Giant.
wow.
And the UST Growling Tigers squeaking by 1.
You could see it in the faces of the Diliman Blue Dragons. They're really happy. to
They
get
are
this
ecstatic.
Ecstatic. It's another great win for the non-UAAP NCAA program. It only goes to show how it's becoming, collegiate basketball is really becoming so big.
An incredible turn of events. 76-75 is our final score. Diliman was down by as much as 19. Made their way up point by point from the second part of the third quarter and find themselves winning by 1 in the Collegiate Cup. We'll be right back after these school hymns. Stay tuned.
I have dreams, big dreams, but I don't want them to stay dreams forever. I want success, a life bright as the sun, overflowing happiness, and I'm doing something about it. Yes, I'm doing something about it.
I have hopes, high hopes, but I need strength for life's challenges. I want success, a place in the sun, overflowing happiness, and I'm doing something about it. Yes, I'm doing something about it.
Thank you for
mga kaliga, our best player of the game, 20 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists. Number 7, Christian Rios.
Mga kaliga, I'm here with our best player of the game, that is Christian Paul Rios from the Diliman College Blue Dragons. Na congratulations for this win, and 2 points na lang ay double-double performance ka na. But in the fourth quarter, there were 3 consecutive 3-point shots, and you were in court that time, and you were down by as much as 17 points. Now, ano yung nasa isip mo by the time na nakaka-cope up na yung team mo with the score deficit?
Inumpisan lang namin sa depensa. Tapos nagtulungan kami as a team. And then, yun naman, binigayin sa amin ni Lord yung panalo.
And this is your first game and your first win. So, para kanino ba ito? Or to whom do you dedicate this play for?
Para po sa Diliman community and then sa family ko dyan sa Isabela. Shout out po sa family ko sa Isabela and then sa Diliman. Mga teammates ko, coaches, and mga teammate ko sa Valenzuela, kay Coach Bam. Yun lang.
At nakapag-shoutout ka na nga, pero may iba ka pa bang gustong batiin or pasalamatan sa ating live stream?
Binabati ko pala si Boss Jerome ngo and kay Senator Nikki Cositeng and then kay Doc Epoy, Embrace Your Smile, and then sa Sinsyo ko family po. Malaking tulong po sa amin yun. Yun lang.
Thank you so much, Christian. Now that's all for Best Player of the Game interview. Now let's go back to Mix and Benny.
Thank you, Bianca, and congratulations once again to the Blue Dragons of Diliman College, squeaking out with a 1-point lead against the Growling Tigers. And the moment we have been waiting for is upon us. The finals of the Pinoyliga Next Man Cup between the CSB Blazers and the EAC Generals later on around 4 p.m. here sa Enderun Gym. And on behalf of the entire production team, Migs Gonzalez, Benny Benitez, and Bianca Tagarda here calling today's game. We'll be seeing you soon for the Pinoyliga Next Man Cup.